Juncheng was a college student who loved riding his motorcycle. He enjoyed the thrill of speed and the wind on his face. However, Juncheng had a dangerous habit: he always rode too fast. One day, Juncheng's mother spoke to him before he left for school. "Juncheng, please be careful on your bike. You're always going so fast." Juncheng smiled and said, "Don't worry, Mom. I'll be fine." But as soon as he got on the road, Juncheng twisted the throttle and sped off. His best friend, Tom, also noticed Juncheng's risky behavior. After class, Tom said, "Hey Juncheng, I've seen you riding. You're going way too fast, man. It's dangerous." Juncheng laughed it off. "I know what I'm doing. I love the speed, it feels amazing." Despite warnings from family and friends, Juncheng couldn't break his habit of riding fast. He thought he was invincible. One morning, Juncheng was running late for his part-time job. He jumped on his bike and raced through the streets. As he turned a corner, he saw a car stopping suddenly in front of him. Juncheng tried to stop, but he was going too fast. Crash! Juncheng's bike slammed into the back of the car, sending him flying over the handlebars and crashing hard to the ground. Everything went black. When Juncheng woke up, he was in a hospital bed. His whole body hurt. The doctor came in and explained, "You're lucky to be alive, Juncheng. You have multiple fractures and some internal injuries. You'll need to stay here for a while." Juncheng's parents rushed into the room. His mother had tears in her eyes. "Oh, Juncheng. We were so worried. How are you feeling?" Juncheng tried to move, but winced in pain. "Everything hurts, Mom. I'm sorry. I should have listened to you." His father spoke up, "The police told us you were speeding." "Juncheng, we've talked about this so many times." Juncheng nodded slowly and felt ashamed. "I know, Dad. I was stupid. I thought nothing bad would ever happen to me." Over the next few weeks, Juncheng had a lot of time to think as he recovered in the hospital. He realized how close he had come to losing his life, all because of his reckless behavior. Tom visited Juncheng in the hospital. "How are you doing, buddy?" he asked. Juncheng sighed, "I've been better. But I've learned my lesson. No more fast riding." Tom nodded, "I'm glad you're okay. This could have been much worse." While recovering, he decided to use his experience to help others. When he returned to college, he started a safety campaign. He spoke to other students about the dangers of fast riding. At one of these talks, Juncheng said, "I used to think speed was fun. I ignored everyone who told me to slow down. But I was wrong. My actions didn't just put me in danger, they put others at risk too. It's not worth it." A student in the audience asked, "But don't you miss the excitement of going fast?" Juncheng shook his head. "The excitement lasts a moment. The consequences can last a lifetime. I'd rather arrive safely than not arrive at all." Months later, when Juncheng was fully recovered, he got back on a motorcycle. This time, he rode carefully, always obeying the speed limit. As he rode, he thought about how different things were now. He pulled up next to another biker at a red light. The other rider revved his engine, challenging Juncheng to a race. Juncheng just smiled and shook his head. When the light turned green, the other biker sped off, while Juncheng continued at a safe speed. Juncheng's friend Tom, who was riding with him, said, "Wow, the old Juncheng would have raced that guy." Juncheng replied, "The old Juncheng was foolish. I've learned that life is precious. It's not worth risking for a few moments of excitement." As they rode, Juncheng noticed how much more he could enjoy the scenery when he rode slowly. he felt the gentle breeze on his face and realized it was more enjoyable than the harsh wind he used to feel when riding fast. At the end of their ride, Junqing turned to Tom and said, "You know, riding safely doesn't just protect me. It protects everyone else on the road too. We're all responsible for each other out there." Tom nodded in agreement. "You're right. I'm glad you learned this lesson without paying an even higher price." Junqing's experience taught him a valuable lesson, one that he continued to share with others. He often ended his talks with this message. Whether you're on a motorcycle or in a car, remember that speed can be dangerous. Slow down and enjoy the ride. By driving safely, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting everyone around you. Life is too precious to risk for a few extra minutes or a brief thrill. Ride safe, drive safe, and make sure you and everyone else gets home safely.
单字 bike 脚踏车、机车、摩托车 Noun, a bicycle or a motorcycle. Twist 转动 Verb, to turn something especially repeatedly, or to turn or wrap one thing around another. Throttle 油门 Noun, a valve which allows more or less fuel to go into an engine and so changes the power with which the engine operates.
Invincible, 不可战胜的，无法阻挡的。
Adjective, impossible to defeat or prevent from doing what is intended. Slam, 使重重撞上 Verb, to cause to move against a hard surface with force and usually a loud noise. Handlebar, 脚踏车或机车的车把把手 Noun, a bar with a curved end that you hold when riding a bicycle or motorcycle and used to turn the front wheel so that it points in a different direction. Fracture, 硬物的断裂骨折 Noun, a break or crack in something hard, especially a bone. Pull up, 车停下 Phrasal verb, when a car or someone driving a car pulls up, the driver stops the car, often for a short time. Rev, 使快速运转 Verb, to increase the operating speed of an engine while the vehicle is not moving, usually to warm it to the correct temperature.